Hey guys, Helping here. Gonna be doing another reaction to Guts versus Nightmare, Death Battles. Yeah, another reaction to Death Battles. Yeah. Kinda fucked that up, but whatever. Haven't been doing much, just been watching Netflix. Dealing with the ridiculously snowy weather here in Montana. Which should have ended over a month ago. Everyone's kind of freaked out about all this snow they're not used to. I mean, yeah, apparently they do have snow, but never this much. Or this long for that matter. I guess it'd be like if Washington State on the west side had like a crud load of snow that lasted a very long time too. Theirs usually don't last, maybe just the typical January, February, March, or December, January, February. That's usually the marker limit. Then it just fades away. But, yeah. Anyway, let's just get to the video.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Squarespace, the easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your idea. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Try Squarespace at squarespace.com/ScrewAttack and instantly get 10% off.
I would probably have to get a better computer because mine's kind of crap.
For untold decades, scientists have searched for a legitimate method of measuring a person's level of badassness, completely missing the obvious answer.
Just check out the size of his sword, like Guts, the brutal black swordsman from Berserker.
And Nightmare, the demonic scourge from
just
Soul
looked at it. I was busy looking down below.
I
only saw one movie of Guts.
Skills to find out who would win
never saw all of
death battle.
He's an okay guy. Yep, we're gonna be seeing Guts first.
In the realm of Midland, rumors run rampant of a man wielding a humongous blade slaying any who get in his way.
And pulls his back out every single time he pulls it out.
Was known simply as Guts.
Oh man, I'm so excited! Guts is one of the most badass and hardcore characters ever.
Damn.
But the story of Guts is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kinda dark. You've been warned.
After a brutal massacre, Guts was born from the corpse of his mother, who'd been hanged from a tree.
And we're just getting started. Baby Guts was discovered by a traveling band of mercenaries and was adopted by the camp whore,
who died the plague 3 years later. With no one left to turn to, Guts was mentored by the mercenary leader Gambino, who began training him in swordsmanship when he was just 6 years old.
Hey Guts, why don't you use a smaller sword, one right for your size? We don't carry any baby-sized swords for kids here anyway.
Fuck you! Fuck the both of you!
An extremely determined student of war, Guts was soon brought onto the battlefield and killed his first man at the age of 9.
Despite his skill, life wasn't all murder, sunshine, and rainbows. Young Guts was constantly abused in many ways that I don't really want to go into. But these awful things he had to endure kickstarted the long, excruciating process of grooming Guts into the scariest man in the world.
After killing his crazed adoptive father in self-defense, Guts became a lone mercenary, and a damn good one. Recognized for his skill, he was recruited by the mercenaries.
I know I should say yay, but it's a cartoon. Who gives two fucks?
Led by an ambitious man named Griffith. The Hawks
Raiders would be
Guts' first taste of camaraderie and friendship.
Over the next 3 years, they single-handedly ended a 100-year war. Things were looking up for Guts. And then Griffith summoned a horde of demons, transformed into a bat monster, murdered all of Guts' friends, and claimed ownership of Guts' soul.
I never saw that part. I'm so glad I didn't.
If that wasn't dramatic
He's
enough,
like, oh my God.
Raped Guts' girlfriend in the pool of his friend's blood as he watched, pinned down with his eye gouged out and forced to cut off his own arm.
Definitely not his best day. After all that, Guts dedicated his entire life to murdering Griffith as painfully and brutally as possible. while fighting demons on a daily basis as they are drawn to his brand like
I mean, you can still just kill him instantly.
He needs the right tools for the job.
Prove yourself just as evil as him if
He carries a
kill him
belt of throwing
slowly.
knives and a pouch of mini bombs even demons can't take.
He also received a new mechanical hand, which houses
Never
a
saw any of
flamethrower,
this.
repeater crossbow, and a hidden single-shot cannon. Perfect for blasting
I've
a
only,
demon's
like I
face
said,
off.
only saw the
Surprise,
one movie on
bitch.
Netflix.
But none of that compares to Guts' primary tool of destruction, the giant blade known as
If I do watch
Dragon
this, I
Slayer.
might just have to react to it with you. That'd be too long. Or would that be copyrighted too? Everything's copyrighted.
Massive, thick, heavy, and far
Me,
too
I
rough.
don't make any
It's
money
too
off it,
big
so
to be
I
called a
guess I'm
sword,
kinda-
more like a heap of raw iron. And it might just be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Forged by the legendary hermit Godo, Dragon Slayer was made to, well, slay a dragon. Unfortunately, it was laughed off as impossible to use by anyone.
Except for Guts.
Sitting 6.5 feet long and weighing over 400 pounds, the Dragon Slayer is enormous. though
And he
not
has
unfeasible.
lost his spine.
In real life, the largest sword ever used
Probably
in
have to give him
battle
a metal
belonged to a
spine.
Frisian freedom fighter and stood 7 feet tall.
Damn.
Though it wasn't nearly as heavy, only 14 pounds.
I've seen a blade that long at
Single swing of Dragon
at
Slayer
Sakura
Guts can
Con.
cleave through a man wearing heavy
I don't
armor,
think it was Guts'
along
weapon,
with
it
his
was
weapon, his
one of the
horse,
others.
And any other people,
Or actually, I
animals,
think
or
it
demons
was
who happen to be
the
in the
cosplay
wrong
one.
place at the wrong time.
And after killing over 1,000 demons,
Oh, yeah,
no,
it
I
was.
did not
I
stutter.
remember.
Dragon Slayer has bathed in so much demonic blood that it now rests in both the physical and astral planes of existence. Somehow. Meaning it is capable of harming any supernatural being.
Well, that's awesome.
Ghosts.
You get lost, you little white faggots!
Guts is an absolute monster in combat. He can move faster than the eye can track, killed 100 soldiers on his own in a single night,
Nice.
and once jumped in the mouth of a giant sea god, cut his way through it, and killed it from within.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
You intend to gamble your life on a single strike.
Guts will do anything to defeat his foes, including jumping into fire or allowing himself to be impaled just to gain an advantage. And somehow he always survives. He's fallen hundreds of feet. got
He must
stabbed
be
through
a
the
demigod.
face, taken 1,000 supernatural punches at once, and even been run over by an elf fairy Mothra going supersonic speed.
But his disregard for his own safety can be costly. Honestly, the only reason he's still alive is pure dumb luck and unstoppable willpower.
And if Guts wasn't tough enough on his own, he wears the Berserker armor.
games of
the
it.
most
Okay.
insane battle
I didn't
game
even
you've
know it
ever
was
seen.
such a popular thing.
Activating the Berserker armor seals off the wearer's nervous system, making him immune to pain and its natural inhibition.
I'm still surprised
This
World of
allows
Warcraft
Guts
hasn't
to
made
fight
any
at his
animation.
fullest
Come
potential,
on, people.
boosting his power
It's
and
cool.
speed at the risk
game.
of damaging his own body.
I mean, it has
With
more
his
history
armor,
than any
Guts'
game in
sword
existence.
swing is more powerful than a cannonball, though the Force can break his own arm. But
Ooh.
don't worry, the cursed Berserker armor will literally rip and pierce his body to pin the bones and muscle back in place.
Now, don't get the wrong idea. The armor does not actually heal Guts. It just holds him together. This is dangerous because, well, even though Guts won't feel pain, that doesn't make him invincible.
Plus, the Berserker armor also kinda forces Guts to give in to his inner demons and lose all sense of morality and restraint.
I'm super! Thanks for asking. All things considered, I couldn't be better, I'm a thing. I'm feeling super, no nothing bugs me. Everything is super when you're, don't you think I look cute in this hat?
Making him the most violent demon killer ever.
Violence and completely uncontrollable.
Guts is the embodiment of rage and the epitome of badassery. Believe me, the last thing you want to do is get in this guy's way.
My sword has gotten very dull. However, it's 3 times as thick and does 3 times the damage of a normal sword. You'd better pray you die quickly, or this could be painful.
What do you want to do, huh? What do you want to do?
Yeah, it's nice to see you too, buddy.
Long, long ago, transcending history and the world, an enormous sword was forged, designed to be the deadliest weapon on the battlefield.
Okay.
It was called Soul Edge, and it was a beast. Gigantic, powerful,
It's creepy.
sexy.
At a
What's that other
daunting 6
eyeball?
feet 1 inch in length, no ordinary soldier could wield it, but those who could proved unstoppable.
It left no survivors in its wake, just like my ex-wife at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I guess this is the nightmare thing.
A great evil dwelt within the sword. After claiming victory upon victory and being bathed in the blood and hatred of countless foes, a fire was born inside Soul Edge.
Literally, it's a demon made of friggin' fire!
The demon Inferno had one purpose, to infect the world with evil and chaos. But in order to accomplish this, he needed a warrior capable of wielding the true power of Soul Edge. He planned to possess this warrior and transform them into the azure-clad Knight of Darkness, Nightmare.
Huh, okay. Nightmare looks kind of cool.
First victim came in the late 16th century, when a pirate named Cervantes de Leon raided an English galleon and discovered the intriguing blade aboard, claiming it as his own.
But as we know, this was no ordinary flesh-covered sword with an eyeball. Inferno seized this opportunity and possessed the pirate, testing his body by slaughtering the entire population of a Spanish port town.
Jeez.
Talk about a test drive.
Unfortunately, while powerful, Cervantes was not the ideal vessel Inferno sought.
So we made him sit in that town until two chicks showed up, killed his ass, and somebody more powerful picked up the sword.
That someone was a knight named Siegfried, and this was the body Inferno was
I don't think I've ever played that game.
Once Siegfried's hand touched Soul Edge, Inferno began eating away at his soul, torturing him endlessly and feeding on his fear and anger, transforming him into Nightmare. Nightmare was powerful enough to threaten all of Europe, conquering whole armies and devouring thousands of innocent souls.
If you haven't figured it out by now, Soul Edge is kind of like the ring from Lord of the Rings. If it could
Kinda
hunt
looked
people
like that.
and hungered for souls.
However, Soul Edge's power was incomplete. At some point, it had been broken, and shards of the demon's sword had been scattered across the world. To unlock Soul Edge's
Why not
true
destroy
power,
it
Nightmare set off
permanently?
to find the lost pieces of his sword and repair it.
As Nightmare discovered each shard, the power of
games,
Soul Edge
no
grew,
common sense.
and so did
But then the game
Nightmare's.
would be over.
He can fight with numerous stances, channel fire and lightning through Soul Edge, and devour the souls of hundreds at once with Soul Wave.
This is gonna be a tough decision.
Despite Nightmare's ever-growing power, Siegfried constantly battled to free himself from Soul Edge's curse, and eventually, he succeeded. The two did battle atop Osterreinsberg Castle, but Nightmare's power was so great, the entire structure was obliterated by a single swing of his vile blade.
Just like a crazy ex-girlfriend, he figured if he couldn't have that body, no one can.
That is a bitch.
Soul Edge cannot be defeated by an ordinary blade. In fact, only one weapon has ever been able to harm it. A
that's
supposedly
pretty.
holy blade called Soul Calibur. Unknown to most, Soul Calibur is actually the final shard of Soul Edge, reforged into a second sword made specifically to combat its demonic counterpart.
Poor guy. How would you feel if some asshole decided to make a weapon
I put my bet on
specifically designed
him
to murder
because
you, and it kept showing up everywhere?
Nightmare has come close to conquering the world.
Nightmare
on
has the
numerous
huge
occasions,
edge
yet
because
warrior-wielding
the other
Soul
guy does
Calibur
not
always
have
seems to show up and hold him at bay.
his ultimate
While
weakness.
Soul Edge seems indestructible,
Unless they're gonna bring it
Apart
in.
from that pesky holy sword.
Inferno does require a mortal body to create Nightmare. Should Nightmare fall, Inferno can risk his own life by manifesting himself to protect Soul Edge, as his very existence is tied to the sword.
But if Nightmare manages to absorb that final shard, Soul Edge and Nightmare will merge into their ultimate form. Night Terror. A larger, deadlier, flyier Nightmare.
Flyier?
Yeah, when one gains the power of flyingness? Duh.
No matter the time, place, or vessel, few can match the vile trio of Soul Edge, Inferno, and Nightmare.
I put my bid on him
Around the world in both.
because guts may be
All right,
powerful,
the bets are
but
set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
that demon guy has more
For a
power.
death battle! Giant swords, yeah!
Okay. Collecting shards. Meh. You got interrupted. Timber.
Stand aside.
Sorry to hear you. Yeah, Guts is out of his league.
What's wrong?
That was...
Die! Pow! Right in the kitchen.
Why did he add so much gory noise to his small cut cheek? Ooh! Ooh, damn. The firefly shall smite ya. Oh, there goes his arm. Shit.
I told you to stay out of my way.
Not over yet, buddy. Yeah, it's gonna take him. Oh, forgot about that.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Now that's what I call a sword
Whoops.
fight. Well, Nightmare wields more power than Guts. This is what Guts does every single day. He gets the shit kicked out of him trying to defeat gods and demons leagues above his abilities and still prevails.
It's true. All his
Oh, shit.
This guy lives in a world where giant monsters are trying to kill you, eat you, rape you, or all three at the same time. And that's just Monday.
Yeah.
It's true. All his life, Guts has had the odds stacked against him, and yet he's still kicking while everything else is dead.
But Blizzard, I thought only Soul Calibur could destroy Soul Edge.
That's also true in the Soul Calibur world. However, Inferno exists on an astral plane. If you recall, Guts' sword Dragon Slayer also exists on such a plane,
Yeah, I forgot
leaving
about
no
that.
question that it could destroy Soul Edge. Plus, his Berserker armor bought him plenty of time to land the killing blow.
Yeah, because it will literally let you fight on until all of your bones are shattered and the last drop of your blood is spilled.
And
Damn.
it's not like Soul Edge was going to have any luck tempting Guts into picking it up and turning into another nightmare. Not only has Guts dealt with enough demonic shit to know that's a bad idea, he really loves that Dragon Slayer. He's not giving that up for anything.
Guts was just a whole nother caliber.
The winner is Guts.
Oh, shit.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, Tony Stark.
It's like the old saying, if you want someone killed right, you have to kill him yourself.
I think I did a reaction to this one. Yeah, I believe I did.
Hey everybody, click that like button if you like huge-ass sword battles. And be sure to share and subscribe.
In the mood for more action? Check out the latest 1-minute melee between Lucario and Renamon. Yes, Pokemon versus Digimon. It's happening.
And be sure to pick up
You guys have to
Video
act
Game Nerd
say it
Adventures
like
on
that.
Wii
Come
U.
on.
We have a video game on Nintendo. Yay!
It doesn't look like there's anything else. Yeah, hope you like the reaction. I do not know much about the Nightmare guy, or Guts, because I don't know where to find them. So, besides that, yeah. Have a nice day.